Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. As the lights went out in the garden, we're back, and we're going to start the bout all over again. Glory Day, this will be a card and dice Glory Days boxing. My favorite card and dice game. It's an absolutely wonderful boxing game, and it flows beautifully. Glory Days boxing. Card and dice, it makes everything nice. Our heavyweight matchup today, George Foreman versus Roland LaStarza, 10 rounds. In a What If Promotions Glory Days boxing event, matchmaker Nurse Theresa. Brought to you by Anthony, our good friend from Bleacher Bums Gaming, and can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com. So Glory Days Boxing can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com. Link in the chat and on the page. In our heavyweight clash, George Foreman's overall record, 76 wins, 5 defeats, no draws, and 68 by stoppage. For Roland LaStarza, he's a stylist. 57 victories, 9 defeats, no draws, 27 by stoppage. At ringside here at Madison Square Garden as the lights have come back up, Fan-O-Matic, hope all is well as he's rooting for Big George Foreman. So let's get to ringside and let's get ready to do this before the lights go out again, folks. So George Foreman, punching power is a 7. Roland LaStarza's punching power is a 2. Big advantage there for Big George Foreman. Foreman is a 9-starred fighter. LaStarza is an 8-starred fighter. Foreman's chin check on a knockdown. He goes down 3 and under. He's hurt 6 and under. For LaStarza, he goes down 4 and under, and he is hurt 6 and under. Again, that will change when they become fatigued. Knockout chin check for Foreman is a 1. For LaStarza is a 3, but it will go up to a 4 due to George Foreman's Iceman trait. One-shot power +1 to opponent's KO rating. Foreman's trait, chin check, must have 3 or more power to knock him down, will not come into effect as George Foreman has 7 power. Will check for Foreman's a 3. For LaStarza is also a 3. Foreman cuts at 6 and under. LaStarza 8 and under, and they both foul at 3 and under. Foreman on the inside lands 0 through 47. On the outside, 0 through 52, as he likes to bomb away. LaStarza on the inside, 0 through 45. On the inside, 0 through 45. On the outside, 0 through 54. Roland likes to work behind the jab. Roland's defense is excellent. 0 through 7, he will block punches. 1 through 5, he'll block 1 punch. 6 and 7, he will block 2 punches. He counters 0 through 7. And Foreman's defense, a 1 and a 2, he'll block a punch. 3 through 5, his opponent will tag him one more time. Foreman's counters, 1 through 5. So here we go. The lights are back on in the garden. We try it again. Again, Fan-O-Matic at ringside. Steeler Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt, is back at ringside, and Golden Eagle 99 is at ringside. We start clean as the lights come back on. Here we go. Foreman will have momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange to start off the bout. As the fighters have gotten their final instructions, they await the bell. And there's the bell. Fighters come to the center of the ring. A 2 for Foreman. Foreman on the outside. A 1 for LaStarza. Foreman right away, throwing bombs from distance. Foreman throws. It's a 94 from distance, and LaStarza, he misses the shots. LaStarza with a chance, but he ties him up. So Roland LaStarza ties him up as round 1 continues. Foreman in the red corner, LaStarza in the blue corner. A 4 for Big George. Again, George looking to load up and take out LaStarza here in his hometown of New York at Madison Square Garden. A 4 for LaStarza. And again, Foreman is going to wind up and throw from distance. And again, LaStarza ties him up. Foreman throws. LaStarza gets in tight. Referee breaks them. Mills Lane is the referee in name only. A 4 for Foreman, looking to bomb away. A 2 for LaStarza. Now LaStarza decides he wants to trade. It's going to be toe-to-toe from distance. Big George goes first. Foreman misses. And those were big shots by Foreman. Now LaStarza goes. And LaStarza clips him with a left-right. Good scoring blows by LaStarza. He has momentum. 2 minutes to go here in round 1. A 6 for Big George Foreman. Foreman plods forward, trying to force LaStarza back. A 4 for LaStarza. LaStarza gives ground towards the ropes. Foreman pounding and looking to pound away on the inside. And he will not land in LaStarza. It's an 86. LaStarza ties him up. Referee breaks him. LaStarza still on those ropes. 1:40 to go in round 1. A 4 for George Foreman. Foreman measuring with the jab. A 3 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza waiting. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. And now Foreman comes to LaStarza. LaStarza goes first on the inside. He will miss his punches with a 69. And Foreman fires big hard shots. And he will miss, and they tie up. So LaStarza smothers Big George. George puts his shoulder into him, leans him into the ropes. The referee breaks them again. 1:20 left in a slow-paced, mauling, brawling round number 1. A 2 for Big George. George again measuring with that jab. A 1 for LaStarza. LaStarza's on the ropes. That's not the place to be. Foreman fires away, and Foreman lands. Those are hellacious shots by Big George Foreman. And LaStarza will get tagged with all of them. Foreman with a 19 from distance. 4 punches land as he just pounds away at LaStarza on the ropes. Those are shots. Chin check for LaStarza. And LaStarza is down! LaStarza is down! Will he beat the count? He lingered too long on the ropes and Big George caught him. LaStarza will be knocked out. 3 and under. He will get up at the count of 3. Referee gives him the mandatory 8 count as LaStarza tries to clear his head. Referee looks into his eyes. LaStarza wants to continue. Foreman looks to close with 1 minute to go in round number 1. LaStarza, a possible crack at the heavyweight title of Muhammad Ali on the line. A 5 for Foreman. Foreman goes actually unopposed. He's going to be on the inside. LaStarza still backs to those ropes. Foreman throws. He's going to land. 13 in tight. Pounding away. LaStarza defenseless on the ropes. Will check. 6. LaStarza holds up to it. But it could be another possible knockdown. LaStarza grabs on. 40 seconds to go. A huge round for Big George Foreman. LaStarza needs to get on his horse and clear his head. Foreman pursues his prey. A 4 for Big George Foreman. Looking to land those bombs from distance. A 6 for LaStarza. LaStarza trying to establish the jab. Foreman goes first. Foreman with a 42. How do you do? A booming 1-2. Big shots by Big George. LaStarza throws. 97. And LaStarza is able to smother him. No chin check. Oh boy, did LaStarza. Actually, I am incorrect. A 1 punch could have landed south of the border. Chin check now for LaStarza. And he stands up to it. 20 seconds ago, a huge round for Foreman. Foreman still with momentum. And we have to actually check for the foul rating for LaStarza. No foul. 20 seconds ago in round 1. Foreman looking to end the night of New York's favorite son, Roland LaStarza. A 6 for Big George. George again forces LaStarza back towards the ropes. A 4 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza's going to try to play defense. He's still trying to clear his head. Foreman throws and Foreman lands. That is an 18 from in tight. 4 more punches. Just bomb away on LaStarza and he's battered with all of them. His defense is not stopping anything now. Possible cut on Roland LaStarza as he paws at his eye as we come to a conclusion of round number 1. No cut. And there is the bell, and miraculously the lights stayed on at MSG. A huge round for George Foreman as he dropped Roland LaStarza for a 3 count. Foreman landed 14 punches, all with what Mike Tyson would say bad intentions, to decapitate Roland LaStarza. LaStarza, a college graduate. LaStarza only managed 3 punches. One looked south of the border as he tried to stop the Big George onslaught. Foreman wins that round 10-8. And now we'll introduce you to the judges, which you should all be very familiar with on my channel. Adelaide Bird, Richard Green, and Frank Lombardi. And yes, it's the always adventurous Adelaide Bird. And with that knockdown, it should be an easy way to score it here, as the New York State Athletic Commission collects the judges' scorecards. And that's done. Foreman has 55 stamina points, LaStarza 80. But it could be a short night for Roland LaStarza. He has to regroup. They're trying to revitalize him in the corner. As we prepare for round 2, Foreman will have momentum. Again, a title shot against Muhammad Ali on the line for Roland LaStarza. The contracts have supposedly been signed for Yankee Stadium. And here's the start for round number 2. A 4 for George Foreman, again from the outside. A 5 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza tries to get in tight. Foreman pushes him away. Foreman's going to bomb away. It's an 86 from distance. Foreman misses. Countering opportunity for LaStarza. And LaStarza tags Foreman with a 1-2. A quick 2-shot combo. House rule, I check for power on all punches landed as long as they're not an illegal blow. And no power check there. No chin check. 2:40 to go. LaStarza has momentum. With that countering, has Roland cleared his head. A 4 for Foreman. And again, Foreman looking to land big blows from distance. A 5 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza tries to get in tight. Foreman pushes him away. Rinse and repeat. This time Foreman lands with a 33. 2 jabs and a right uppercut get through the defense of Roland LaStarza. But his chin seems to hold up better there. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in round number 2. LaStarza went down in round 1. A 5 for George Foreman. Foreman tries to force LaStarza back. A 3 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza showing some surprising strength here. Sidesteps Foreman, and now he forces Foreman back, and LaStarza throws from in tight. 73. He will miss those shots, and Big George ties him up as they muscle one another. Referee breaks them. 2 minutes to go in round number 2. A 5 for Big George Foreman. Foreman again wants to fight on the inside. He feels he's the stronger man and can wear down the smaller LaStarza. A 1 for LaStarza. LaStarza gives ground. Foreman will bang away with a 23. He digs to the body, 2 to the body, and a booming left hook to the head. As those punches got through. Foreman with momentum. 140 to go here in round number 2. A 2 for Foreman. Foreman now measuring LaStarza. A 6 for Roland LaStarza. Both fighters are going to throw. Foreman goes first. 52 for Big George. And he lands a 1-2. Good shots by Foreman. As they stand and they go toe to toe. Now LaStarza goes. And LaStarza bangs away with 3 shots. Foreman definitely landing the harder punches, and LaStarza's tagged! LaStarza's tagged! Will he go down? Will he go down for a second time? No, he won't. His chin holds up to it. Foreman still with momentum. 1:20 to go in round number 2. A 4 for Foreman. Foreman from distance. A 2 for Roland LaStarza. And again, they're now in ring center, and they're going to go bombs away. LaStarza trying to change the tide of battle. Foreman goes first. Foreman with a 64. He misses, and those were big shots. Now here goes LaStarza. LaStarza does not miss. His punches are quicker and straighter. That is a 30 for Roland LaStarza. Again, 3 punches, short hooks. Rat-a-tat George Foreman. A good comeback round for Roland LaStarza. 1 minute to go. LaStarza is still on his feet. A 4 for Foreman. Again, from the outside, looking to land big, wide, booming punches. A 3 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza gets in tight, and now they'll go toe-to-toe. LaStarza goes first, inside, and he lands short, crisp shots. LaStarza short, crisp shots on the inside with a 14. Those are 4 punches as he digs to the body and then up to the head in this toe-to-toe exchange. Foreman throws, and Foreman will land. He booms away, so they're just banging away. 3 punches get through for George Foreman. 40 seconds to go. LaStarza with momentum. A 1 for Foreman. Foreman tries to regroup on the outside. A 6 for LaStarza. LaStarza steps to Foreman. He foot feints. Foreman walks to him. And now LaStarza throws from distance, but he will not land. It is a 98. Possible foul. 1 punch on the borderline, it looks like. Will it be a foul? No, it will not. It will not be a foul. 20 seconds to go. A good comeback round for LaStarza. He has a slight edge here in round 2. Can Foreman steal it here in the final seconds? In our eyes, a 5 for Foreman. Foreman plods forward. A 5 for LaStarza. They meet. LaStarza towards the ropes, but not on the ropes. Toe-to-toe exchange inside. LaStarza goes first, and LaStarza lands. 0-8 in tight again. His punches are short and crisp. 4 punches get through on Big George Foreman. They're all scoring blows. Now Foreman fires away, but he will not land. And there is the bell. A great finish for Roland LaStarza. Comes back off the canvas in round 1. LaStarza scored 17 punches as he has cleared his head here to the delight of the fans here at Madison Square Garden. LaStarza from New York. Big George did not have a bad round. He landed 11 scoring blows, but we give that round to LaStarza. 10-9. Now we go to the blind mice. You never know how they score it. At ringside, joining Golden Eagle 99, Steeler Fan 1933, and Fanomatic, is Alan Shaw from across the pond. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. He has a highlight game. I got to check that out. Looks interesting. That's Alan Shaw. All right, so punch differential here is 6. We go to Adelaide Bird's scorecard, the always adventurous Adelaide Bird. And her scorecard has been collected. And again, with Adelaide Bird's scorecard, the commissions, wherever they are, really take it away from her very fast so she doesn't change her mind. And now the Richard Green scorecard. All right. And the Richard Green scorecard has been collected, as he seems to struggle with it. And now Frank Lombardi. And Judge Lombardi's scorecard has been collected. So we're through 2. We prepare for round number 3, stamina check. This is where Foreman will have trouble if LaStarza can take him into the deep water. Foreman's stamina is down to 35. LaStarza 55, and after 2 rounds of action, we have it 19-18 for Foreman due to the knockdown. We prepare for round number 3. LaStarza will have momentum. And here's the bell for round number 3. A 4 and a 4. Big George on the outside looking to, again, pound away and take LaStarza's head off. A 4 for LaStarza. Foreman will throw first, and he will land. And those are big shots as LaStarza will get tagged from distance. It's a 40 for Foreman. A right hand and a left uppercut. A left uppercut. Looking to decapitate Roland LaStarza. And chin check for LaStarza. He holds up to it. LaStarza grabs on. Foreman with momentum. Those are big shots. Every shot from Big George is meant to end his opponent's night. 2:40 left in round number 3. Round number 3, snake eyes, and it's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. from distance. LaStarza's back is towards the ropes, but he's not on the ropes. Foreman goes first. 32 for Big George, and again, those are big hellacious punches. 32 for Big George. 3 punches get through for Foreman. Everything a booming shot. LaStarza goes. LaStarza with a 98 throws one sort of low. Chin check for LaStarza as Foreman bombs away. It's a 9. Foul rating 5, so again LaStarza goes close to that borderline, but Foreman is just starting to steamroll him again with 2:20 to go in round 3. A 1 for Foreman. Foreman a bit winded now. He steps back a bit. A 4 for LaStarza. LaStarza steps to him. He feints, and LaStarza throws, working behind the jab, and he will land. LaStarza will land. That is a 14. 2 jabs, a right hand, and a left hook. Everything clips Big George Foreman as Foreman tries to catch his breath now. LaStarza using those feints beautifully. 2 minutes ago in round number 3, a 6 for Big George. George trying to force LaStarza back towards those ropes. LaStarza doesn't want to go back towards those ropes. It's a 3, but now LaStarza stands his ground. Toe-to-toe inside, Roland LaStarza with a 33. Big shots by LaStarza, short and quick. 3 punches get through as both fighters flail away at one another. Now Foreman with a 38. In tight. A 1-2 lands for Big George. Chin check for Foreman as those short, crisp shots could drop Foreman. It's a 5. Foreman is hurt. Foreman is hurt and backs towards the center of the ring. 1:40 to go. Foreman is hurt by the quick, short shots of Roland LaStarza. LaStarza sees an opportunity here now. Can he take advantage of it? He goes unopposed, looking to stop Big George. A 4 for LaStarza. LaStarza working behind the jab, trying to measure Foreman. LaStarza throws. He will not land. He will not land. That's an 85. And Foreman pushes him away. As LaStarza tried to get in close. 1:20 to go. 1:20 to go here in round 3. What about it's been from MSG? Snake Eyes will be toe-to-toe on the inside. Foreman in ring center. LaStarza trying to force the big man back. Roland's going to bang the body and up to the head. He will not land his punches as he wound up and he tried to throw hard. And here comes Big George in his toe-to-toe exchange. But they tie up and they work the free hand and they pound away. They maul, they brawl. The smaller LaStarza showing some strength there. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go in round number 3. LaStarza with a slight edge. A 5 for Big George Foreman. Foreman still not clear with his head. He's standing ring center. A 4 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza pawing with the jab. It's going to be toe-to-toe from distance. LaStarza goes first. LaStarza's going to land. It's a 21 as they go at it at ring center. 4 punches get through for Roland LaStarza. He's quicker and sharper in this toe-to-toe exchange. At the moment, they continue to flail away. And now it's Big George. Big George bangs away! And Big George! Holy cow! Foreman from distance with a 0-3. 5 punches get through for Foreman. The fans are on their feet here. Those are big hooks. They're wide. They land. LaStarza's short hooks land. We have 40 seconds to go in round number 3. Foreman has been rocked, but he seems to have cleared his head now. Foreman with momentum. It's a 6 for Big George. And now George looking to push LaStarza back, and he literally pushes LaStarza back towards the ropes. And now he wants to pound away, just like he got Kenny Norton. He throws and he bangs away. Huge shots. LaStarza gets tagged with all of them. 4 punches, big hooks and uppercuts pounding away on Roland LaStarza. Chin check for LaStarza. He goes down. 4 and under. He's hurt 6 and under. It's a 4. LaStarza's down again. LaStarza will be knocked out 4 and under due to the Iceman trait of Foreman. And LaStarza will rise. At the count of 3 once again. Holy cow. So what a round. LaStarza hurts Foreman, and now Foreman drops LaStarza for a second time in this bout. Mills Lane looks into LaStarza's eyes, asks if he wants to continue. There's 20 seconds to go here in the round number 3. LaStarza says yes. His legs seem a bit shaky. Foreman going for the kill unopposed. It's a 6. Foreman keeps LaStarza pinned to the ropes. He fires away. He will land on the inside with a 42, but it won't be enough for a TKO check. Only 2 punches will land. They're hard punches, but there is the bell. As Foreman's power went all the way up when he has an opponent hurt to an 11, but we rolled a 15. So there's the bell, and that's going to be another 10-8 round for George Foreman. It has been a very action-packed fight. LaStarza has just not been able to keep his distance against Big George and work that jab. Foreman has imposed his will on Roland LaStarza. So due to the knockdown, remember, Foreman was hurt in a toe-to-toe exchange by LaStarza, quick short hooks. But he ends up dropping LaStarza with about a minute left. Well, actually about 30 seconds left, 35 seconds left in round number 3. And the judges' scorecards will be collected. So when Foreman has won his rounds, he has dropped Roland LaStarza. And when LaStarza won his round, he just outworked Big George using angles. Angles did not save LaStarza as he lingered on the ropes and did his Kenny Norton imitation when Foreman hit him. Commission is collecting the scorecards of all 3 judges. Scorecards have been collected. Foreman landed 18 scoring blows. LaStarza, not a bad round. He landed 12. Stamina check. Foreman 23, LaStarza 37 due to that huge first round by Foreman. We prepare for round number 4. Joining us at ringside, Bleacher Bums Gaming, a.k.a. Anthony, the creator of Glory Days Boxing, which can be purchased at SidelineStrategies.com. Link in the chat and on the page. The greatest card and dice game ever produced, in my opinion. Hands down, Glory Days Boxing. Let me take a quick sip of water. Thank you for joining us here at ringside at MSG, and thank God the lights are still on. Foreman will have momentum to start round number 4. Again, in the LaStarza corner, they're telling him, work the jab, stay away, but his legs are not there. His legs are not there. Here we go, round number 4. A 5 for Big George Foreman. Foreman plods forward. A 4 for Roland LaStarza. It's going to be toe-to-toe, ring center. Foreman goes first, and Foreman lands big shots again in tight. With a 15, he's just pounding away with hooks and uppercuts, and they're just going at it. And now LaStarza throws. LaStarza with a 92, and he will tie up Big George, nullifying the chin check. 2:40 to go. It looks like Foreman is imposing his will now on LaStarza as LaStarza starts to wilt. A 5 for Foreman. Foreman trying to force LaStarza back. A 3 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza on the inside gets an angle, and now he's going to let his hands go, and LaStarza will land. LaStarza will land, but Foreman will block one of those punches with those big old arms. So on the 20, he will block 1 out of the 3. 2 punches get through for LaStarza. Not much on them. There were scoring blows. It was a good, nice little move by LaStarza on the inside. LaStarza has momentum with 2:20 to go here in round number 4. A 5 for Big George Foreman. Foreman trying to force LaStarza back. Once again, a 6 for LaStarza. LaStarza sidesteps him, but gets a little distance and now wants to work behind the jab. And LaStarza's going to land. And that is going to be a 49. Jab, right hand, and a 4 on defense for Foreman. And LaStarza clips him with an extra punch, a left hook. So 3 punches land for Roland LaStarza. Nice scoring blows. LaStarza seems to getting his footing back now. A good start for Roland. Foreman continues to pursue his prey, a 6 and a 6. And again, it's going to be from distance, toe-to-toe. LaStarza goes first, and LaStarza will land! LaStarza lands some big shots in this exchange. That's a 13. And LaStarza lets his hands fly free as he's trying to change the momentum of this fight. 4 punches land. Here goes Big George. Foreman lands. They continue to bang away. That's a 39 for Big George Foreman. He lands a 1-2. Those are wide punches. And again, Foreman is clipped on the chin. Will he go down? It's a 6. Foreman is hurt. LaStarza is hurt. Foreman once again with short punches in this toe-to-toe exchange. Foreman staggers back towards the center of the ring. LaStarza sees an opening. LaStarza now, he pursues. The hunted has become the hunter. 1:40 left here in round 4. Crowd on its feet at Madison Square Garden, rooting for their favorite son, Roland LaStarza from New York. It's a 5 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza pushes Foreman back towards the ropes. Foreman on the ropes. LaStarza looking to end it here. No, he will not. It's a 92 for Roland LaStarza. A 92 in tight, and Foreman grabs on for dear life. Mills Lane has to pry them apart. LaStarza continues to work that free hand, jamming it into the rib cage of George Foreman. 1:20 to go here in round number 4. Unbelievable fight. Oh, I forgot to mark that LaStarza Foreman was hurt. There we go. We continue with 1:20 to go in round 4. A 1 for Foreman. Foreman trying to get off the ropes. A 3 for LaStarza. LaStarza keeps him pinned to the ropes, and LaStarza's going to work the body and try to go up to the head, but he cannot. It's a 75 in tight. He misses, and Foreman just smothers him, and the referee breaks him again. Foreman does not want to let go. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. It's a 1 for Big George Foreman. Foreman, his legs aren't there. He stumbles away from the ropes. A 5 for LaStarza. LaStarza pursues. LaStarza gets in close. LaStarza lands with a 25 in tight. And again, 2 to the body, left, right, and then a left hook to the head of George Foreman. A 6 on defense. Nope, no extra punches. 40 seconds to go. As LaStarza's come back from 2 knockdowns, 1 in the first and 1 in the third. He looks pretty good right now with 40 seconds left in round 4. A 6 for George Foreman. Foreman tries to stand his ground, ring center. A 4 for Roland LaStarza. Foreman parries away the LaStarza jab, and now he's going to bang away in tight. And Foreman will land! A little zip off those punches, though, but he let his hands go, and LaStarza's quite weary of the Foreman power as 5 punches get through, and LaStarza just backs away. That was a huge combination by Foreman, but they were very wide, and a lot of that power seems to have come out of the Foreman punch right now. Momentum to Foreman, 20 seconds to go. This round is up for grabs. A 5 and a 5. Foreman on the inside, LaStarza on the inside, toe-to-toe as we come to a conclusion of round number 4. Foreman goes first. Foreman will land. That's an 18 in tight. 4 punches get through as both pugilists just bang away. Bang away. The crowd is on its feet. LaStarza throws. In tight. He misses. Ding, ding goes the bell. So Foreman rallies at the end even though he was hurt. And we'll see how the judges score it. What a round. What a round. And with that rally, I give Foreman a very close 10-9 round. Foreman landed 15 scoring punches. LaStarza landed 12 as he seemed to fade in that last minute to 45 seconds of round 4. Though he did hurt Foreman. Punch differential is 3. So here we go. Adelaide Bird Scorecard has been collected. Now, Richard Green, again, the punch differential is 3. And Richard Green's scorecard has been collected for the 4th round. And Frank Lombardi now. Let's find good old Frank Lombardi. And Judge Lombardi's scorecard has been collected. That round could have went either way. We gave it to Foreman. We thought he rallied enough at the end. We prepare for round number 5. We have it 39-35 for Big George Foreman. 2 knockdowns of LaStarza, one in the first and one in the third, both for 3 counts. No quitting Roland LaStarza. Stamina check. Foreman now down to 11 stamina points. LaStarza, 22. Here we go for round number 5. Foreman will have momentum. There's the bell. Fighters off their stool, go to ring center. A 4 for George Foreman. Foreman looking to bomb away from outside. A 3 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza looks to get in tight. Instead, it's going to be a toe-to-toe from distance. Foreman goes first. 57. Foreman will miss his shots and toe-to-toe exchange. And here goes LaStarza. And it's a 93 for Roland LaStarza. He ties up. 2:40 to go here in round number 5. Momentum stays with Big George Foreman. It's a 6 for Big George Foreman. Foreman trying to force LaStarza back. A 4 for LaStarza. LaStarza begrudgingly gives ground. LaStarza on the ropes. Foreman looking to pound away. LaStarza, he went down the second time near the ropes. It's a 65 in tight for George Foreman. He's not going to land his punches. And those were big punches. LaStarza is somehow able to avoid those blows. And now LaStarza slides off the ropes. 2:20 to go in round 5. Snake eyes. Toe-to-toe exchange. From the outside. Ring center. Foreman. 29. Big shots from Foreman. 3 punches get through in this toe-to-toe exchange. They continue to bang away. Now it's LaStarza. LaStarza will not land, as LaStarza is very weary of the Foreman power. 2 minutes ago in round number 5. Foreman looking to end it while he still has some stamina. He looks like he's laboring. A 5 for Foreman. Foreman trying to force LaStarza back, the stylist. A 6 for LaStarza. LaStarza sidesteps him and now works behind the jab. He will land. It is a 36. Foreman will parry away one of those punches. He parries away the jab, but not the right-left hook. 2 punches land by LaStarza. 1:40 to go. Roland has momentum. You can see Big George starting to labor. A 5 for Foreman. Foreman plods forward. LaStarza tries to lay a trap, and he does with a 6. But he cannot land. He throws, he misses, and Foreman pushes him away. 1:20 to go in round 5. Both fighters seem to be slowing down a bit. LaStarza has taken some hellacious shots. He's been down twice in this fight. A 6 for Foreman. Foreman gets in close to LaStarza. A 5 for Roland LaStarza. And LaStarza cannot get his punches off as Foreman using his brute strength. 97 in tight. Oh, that might have gone a bit low there. Foul check. No foul. So Foreman goes to the belt line. 1 minute to go in round 5. I don't change momentum on that. That's my rule. A 3. So Foreman again forcing LaStarza back, trying to get him to those ropes. A 5 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza on the ropes. He's lingering. Foreman looking to linger his head right off. And he lands some shots, but LaStarza is able to roll with those punches. LaStarza rolls with the punches, so takes some of the brunt away. That's an 11 in tight for Big George Foreman. And 4 punches get through. 2 to the body and 2 to the head. Foreman with momentum. 40 seconds to go here in round 5. A 1 for Big George Foreman. Foreman trying to catch his breath now. Pause with the jab. A 4 for LaStarza. LaStarza doesn't paw with his jab. He lets his punches go, and those are good shots. A crisp combination from distance by Roland LaStarza. A 15, 2 jabs, a right hand, and a left hook for good measure. 3 on defense. An extra punch lands for LaStarza. So 4 punches land for Roland LaStarza as he regains his footing. Foreman close to being fatigued now. Final 20 seconds. LaStarza looking to take a close round here. He's got to start winning rounds. We have him down. A 3 for Foreman. Foreman trying to force his way in with brute strength. A 6 for LaStarza. LaStarza sidesteps him, and now both men throw from distance. LaStarza goes first. 57. He will not land. And now Foreman. These are big punches. 35. Booming shots. Right hand, left hook, right uppercut. Clip the jaw of Roland LaStarza. Chin check for LaStarza. And he stands up to it, and there is the bell. His mouthpiece did go flying, though, into the fans. So, that big combination, and we're going to give Big George the round there, as that wins it for him. We give it 10-9 to Foreman. Foreman landed 10 punches, and actually, he still will not be fatigued yet. So Foreman landed 10 punches. LaStarza only landed 6. He had some moments there, but faded again at the end of the round. The last third of the round, LaStarza seems to fade in these rounds, during the fight. Punch differential's only 4. But let's check the stamina. Foreman with 5 stamina points. LaStarza with 12, as we'll approach round 6. Let's get the judges' scorecards. 4 punch differential. Adelaide Bird. And her scorecard has been collected by the New York State Athletic Commission. Richard Green. Judge Green's scorecard has been collected by the Athletic Commission. And Frank Lombardi, Judge Lombardi's scorecard has been collected by the New York State Athletic Commission. We prepare for round number 6. Foreman will have momentum. I'm going to take a swig of water. Joining us at ringside, 3DD Jr. Double D. How you doing, my friend? As he says, hopefully this Adelaide Bird is better than the real life one. The always adventurous Adelaide Bird. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this fine pugilistic contest. Well, our first attempt in the fight, the lights went out. So we had to start it all over again. So here we go, round number 6. We have Foreman up 49-44. Foreman dropped LaStarza in rounds 1 and 3 for a 3 count. LaStarza hurt Foreman in rounds 3 and 4, but could not drop Big George. Here's the bell for round number 6. Foreman will be fatigued if he's hit with 5 punches. A 6 for Big George Foreman. Foreman looking to end it as he goes right at LaStarza. He knows he's starting to tire. A 5 for LaStarza. And Foreman just imposing his will. He's going to bang away on the inside. 49. He will miss. And LaStarza's going to counter. A crisp 2-shot counter. Short hooks. Catches Foreman after he misses his punches. Again, house rule. Any punches land that are legal, we go chin check and power check. And Foreman stands up to it. LaStarza with momentum. A 5 for George Foreman. George plods slowly forward. A 2 for Roland LaStarza. LaStarza easily sidesteps the big man. And now LaStarza's going to throw from safe distance. A 0-9. That was a 0. A 0-9 for LaStarza. 4 punches. Foreman parries away 1 jab, but the other 3 punches get through. Right hand, left hook, then a left to the body. 2:20 to go. There's your 5 punches. Foreman is now fatigued. So Foreman's power drops from a 7 to a 4. His chin goes from a 3 to a 6, and he's hurt 10 and under. His KO rating is a 4 now. Will check is a 6, so a big difference now. LaStarza's taking him into deep water. Can he take advantage of it? 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left here in round number 6. And you can see Foreman breathing heavy, and plus minus 1 punch on punches landed for Big George. A 2 for Foreman. Foreman trying to bomb from distance, breathing heavily. A 5 for Roland LaStarza. Foreman throws. 70, a 70. He will miss. No counter by LaStarza. LaStarza looking for that perfect counter punch to drop Big George Foreman. A tiring Foreman. A 4 for Foreman. Again, Foreman from the outside looking to bomb away. A 3 for LaStarza. It's going to be toe-to-toe. LaStarza sneaks in tight. He throws first, and LaStarza will land. LaStarza will land. Good shots by Roland LaStarza. 26. Again, the fighters banging away. A tiring George Foreman. 26 in tight. 3 punches as LaStarza digs the body and goes up to the head. Now it's Foreman's turn to go. And Foreman banging away. Oh my, there's no quitting Big George Foreman. Unbelievable. 4 out of 5 get through. The fans are on their feet here. And both punchers, 4 punches for Foreman gives him momentum. 1:20 to go. 1:20 to go. In round number 6, LaStarza dangerously close to fatigue now. 8 punches have landed, so he's down to 4 stamina points. 1 for Foreman. Foreman backs up. He's tired. He tries to get some wind in those lungs. A 2 for LaStarza. LaStarza pursues, pawing with the jab, and now LaStarza throws from distance, and LaStarza bangs away with a 10. Foreman will parry away 1 punch, but 3 out of 4 get through, and you can see LaStarza sensing an opportunity here. 3 punches get through for LaStarza. The jab was parried away, but LaStarza kept throwing, and the hooks got through to the body, then the head. 1 minute to go. LaStarza with momentum here in round... in round number 6. A 3 for Foreman. Foreman stands his ground, ring center, trying to get wind in those lungs. A 3 for LaStarza. Toe-to-toe exchange. In tight. LaStarza goes first. LaStarza sensing he's the stronger of the two. And LaStarza banging away with big shots. That's a 37. 2 shots get through, and they're hard, short, and crisp by Roland LaStarza. Foreman gets his punches through in tight. That's a 17. The fans are on their feet. 3 out of 4 land for Big George. They continue to bang away. Chin check for a tiring George Foreman. And Foreman is down! Foreman is down! Foreman is down! Just like in the Jimmy Young fight, Foreman goes down. As the punches, they just kept flailing away. And Foreman goes down as LaStarza clips him on the chin 1 too many times. Foreman will be stopped. 4 and under. It is over! Mills Lane has reached the 10 count. The fans go ballistic here at Madison Square Garden. A favorite son of New York, Roland LaStarza, survives 2 knockdowns, comes back to knock out Big George Foreman, a tiring George Foreman, in round 6 with only about under a minute to go in round 6. It was a toe-to-toe exchange in ring center, as both men were tiring, but LaStarza had more stamina. Foreman got caught and went down. He could not beat the 10 count. Oh my lord. Shades of the Jimmy Young fight, except this time Foreman did not get up. And Roland LaStarza will have a date with destiny at Yankee Stadium against Muhammad Ali. Ali stands up. He's at ringside taunting LaStarza. The fans booing Ali. Some fans are booing Ali, as this is a pro-LaStarza crowd here. Unbelievable comeback by Roland LaStarza. Unbelievable. LaStarza survives the power of Big George Foreman, takes him into deep water, and drowns him. Roland LaStarza again will meet Muhammad Ali at Yankee Stadium. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. What a bout. What a bout. A joyous Roland LaStarza celebrates with his corner. It is unbelievable as the Foreman fatigue comes into play. LaStarza, shades of the Jimmy Young fight, Giorgio Peralta. That's the way I thought this fight could go. If you don't know who Giorgio Peralta is, Argentinian light heavyweight and heavyweight who gave Foreman all kinds of hell at Madison Square Garden their first fight. You can find that fight on YouTube. I think you can find the second fight, which Foreman did much better. Unbelievable. Roland LaStarza, people. It was rumored the contract had been signed to fight Ali if he got past Foreman. And they kept telling him, the opportunity, Roland, the opportunity of a lifetime. Don't blow it, son. And he did not. He comes out of nowhere. He is tonight's Cinderella man as he defeats George Foreman with a 6th-round knockout. Unbelievable. Let's give you some final punch numbers and the scorecards. Wow. So LaStarza landed 13 on his way to knocking out Foreman in the 6th. Foreman landed 7. LaStarza actually still had stamina points. Going into the 6th round, we had Foreman up 49-44. That's purely unofficial. Purely unofficial. Now we go to the scorecards. Adelaide Bird had it after 5 rounds. 47 Foreman, 46 LaStarza. Judge Richard Green had it 49 Foreman, 44 LaStarza. Judge Frank Lombardi mimics Judge Green's scorecard, 49 Foreman, 44 LaStarza. LaStarza behind on everyone's scorecard, comes out of nowhere. Remember, LaStarza was down in rounds 1 and 3 for a 3 count, but gamely fought on. He hurt Foreman in rounds 3 and 4. Actually, he hurt Foreman first. Foreman came back in round 3 and dropped him, as LaStarza did his best Kenny Norton imitation on the ropes and went down with a thud. But unlike Kenny Norton, he got up and fought on. And then the 6th. A tiring George Foreman. Fighters going at it, but Foreman just couldn't seem to land, huffing and puffing. And the wolf went down on crisp shots by Roland LaStarza. The fans at the Garden are screaming in a playful fashion, mind you, at Muhammad Ali. Bring on Ali! Bring on Ali, the LaStarza fans are saying. Again, a date with destiny. 15 rounds, Yankee Stadium for the heavyweight title on the Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. And again, upcoming, might be upcoming today, not that championship fight, obviously. Ezzard Charles and Sonny Liston, 12 rounds for the North American Championship. So thank you very much. I'd like to thank our good friend Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. He is the creator of the best card and dice game, period. Glory Days Boxing. Can be purchased at SidelineStrategies.com, where you can also purchase Payoff Pitch, which is a fine baseball game. And that's Joe. Joe runs Sideline Strategies. Nice man. So check out all the games there, especially Glory Days Boxing. Link in the chat and on the page. I'd like to thank Steelers Fan 1933, a.k.a. Matt. The Golden Eagle 1999. David Crouch, thank you for joining us. He said, that was awesome. Thank you very much. Alan Shaw from across the pond. Please check out his YouTube channel. 3 Double D Jr., thank you very much. So much fun. And the lights stayed on this time. And, of course, Fan-O-Matic. It was a great bout. I thought it was going to go something like this. I was thinking Giorgio Peralta Again, check out Giorgio Peralta, George Foreman at Madison Square Garden, I think from 1970 or 1969. I think 1970. They fought twice. The first time, Peralta gave him a tough tussle. And then the Jimmy Young fight, 1977. I think 1977 on YouTube. The last fight Foreman had, he went into retirement. Then he would come back. And in 1985, 1986, Big George would come back. So there you have it. Roland LaStarza, in what has to be considered an upset, knocks out George Foreman. And I'll type that in after. In the 6th round, LaStarza down twice for a 3 count in the first and a 3 count in the third. He hurt Foreman in the third and the fourth, and then he knocks out a tiring Big George Foreman in the 6th, and his date with destiny in the very near future. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship against Muhammad Ali, who's at ringside, and he's having fun with the LaStarza fans, and they're having fun with him as they're chanting, "Bring on Ali, bring on Ali," for the favorite son of New York, Roland LaStarza. Thank you very much. Health and happiness. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Glory Days Boxing. Check it out at SidelineStrategies.com. Stay smart. Be safe. God bless. I love you all. Stay together. LaStarza in the upset of George Foreman knocks him out in the 6th. Peace!